Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of the knots that I use. Now in my previous video where I went drop shotting at a couple different places trying to find new places to fish, I mentioned about how I use the Palomar knot and the Alberta knot. Now if you haven't already checked out part 1 of this little video series, I demonstrate on how I tie the Alberta knot and when I use that. I recommend go check that video out if you do want to know what knot I use when I tie my braid to my fluorocarbon leader. But in this video we're going to be talking to the Palomar knot. Now, before I start talking about the Palomar knot, I want to let you guys know something that if you don't know, I don't know how you don't, but listen to this. If you are still tying the regular fisherman's knot, the clinch knot, or the improved clinch knot, you are living in the Stone Age. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but in my opinion, that's just the truth. The Palomar knot is stronger and it's a lot easier to tie than the clinch knot or the improved clinch knot. Although if you are new at tying it, it does take some practice, I suppose. For me, personally, I got it as soon as I first saw it on how to tie it. And without further ado, let's get into this. I do also want to give a disclaimer in this video, just as I did in the last one when I showed how to tie the Alberta knot. This is a very new camera angle to me, so I'm not used to using this camera angle. So if it is kind of weird, you can't see things that clearly, let me know. I will change the video, I will make a new one. But bear with me for this one. Hopefully you guys can see it well enough. When tying the Palomar knot, it is very simple. There's one of two ways of doing it, in my opinion. You can either do it to where you're going to tie it up for a drop shot, which I'm going to be doing in this video. And then you can also do it where you're just going to tie it up for whatever reason. If you're using a hook, I always recommend you go from the hook point. Always start from the top down. So I'm going to thread my line. So if you guys can see the hook right here, I'm going to thread it down this way through the hook eye. So if you guys can see right there, from the top to the bottom, I am threading the fluorocarbon down the hook eye from the hook point up, down. You're going to take a substantial amount of line out for the drop shot. If you're not doing drop shot, just take a small little piece of tag end. And then what you do is you have the hook right here and you have the tag end on this side. Take the tag end and you go back through the eye, the opposite direction. And that leaves you with loop on this end, and you have the hook freely moving right there. And you have a tag end in the main line in one hand and the loop in the other hand. Now, from here, all you want to do from here is simply have the hook there, tie an overhand knot with the loop around the main line and the tag end. So it's going to look like something like this. So I just tie a little overhand knot. I have the loop still, I have the hook right there. And then what you do is with this loop, you open it up and you take the hook and bring it through the loop. Now once it's through the loop, take the loop, bring it all the way to the top over here where my pinky is. And then at this point, what I like to do is I take this little knot and pull it. Before we tighten it all the way though, you always have to wet the line. The reason why you wet the line, if you don't know, is because when there is friction on the line, it can end up causing it to like almost rub it into each other too much where it burns right through it, and then you end up losing an expensive lure, hooks, or something of that sort. So I'm going to wet this line real quick and then cinch it down. So wet the line, and now I'm just going to cinch it straight down. Alright, now that is your Palomar knot, and if that's all you're tying, and you are done. If that's all you're tying, you're just tying a little hook, crankbait, or whatever you're using, that you're done. That's all you need to do is go ahead and trim the tag and you're done. Now if you are here and you want to see how I tie the drop shot, at this point what you do is you go ahead and, like I said, if you're tying a drop shot, have a long tag end. I have about around a foot of a tag end. What you do from here is take the tag end and go down to the top of the hook eye, just like that, and then pull it straight through. Now some people always ask me, why do you always do that? Why do you do that? The reason for that is so when you're fishing a drop shot, you want the hook to be suspended in the middle of the water column like this, just like that. So you have the weight down here at the bottom holding it, and you have the hook with the little worm or whatever you're using, minnow imitation, suspended in the middle of the water column just like that. That leads to better hookups, to better action, to everything. That is a big key when tying a drop shot, and a lot of people don't do that, and I don't know why. If you don't, I hope this video ended up teaching you how to do it. So that's the end of the Palomar knot. So guys, I just said earlier in this video, in the part 1 version of this video, I'm really sorry if this camera angle is really weird or if you guys couldn't see that well. I'm still very new at filming what I'm doing, and this camera angle was kind of new to me, and I just hope it all turned out well. That being said, it is also 3:32 in the morning right now. I am actually really tired. I just want to make this video to get this out of the way. I've been recording almost every time I've been fishing lately, and I have a lot of footage, but after editing through it and looking through it, sifting through it, I just don't think it would be a good video. Don't get me wrong, there have been some amazing catches and funny things happening, but I just don't think that the video is entertaining enough. Water break. That being said, it was my opinion, and I don't want to release content out there for you guys that watch these videos that I don't think is personally good enough or worthy. So yeah, I'm sorry that the uploads haven't been that frequent. I do plan on getting them to be more frequent. It just takes some time, as I'm the only one who actually records, edits, and uploads. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, press the subscribe button down there. Also click the little notification bell, that way you are notified whenever we upload. And that being said, can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.